Hey, how's it going? Welcome to the Be Positive, Stay Positive podcast. You know, my name is Nat, and I'm here for you. I am here for you as often as I can get to this microphone to talk to you and share my thoughts and my visions and help you find the keys to the door, say it with me, that will unlock your happiness. But that's the first book. And I'm talking about the new book, which is called Awaken Your Positivity. The new book is out. Finally, I've been talking about it for 3 years now? You guys have been so patient. The book is now available through my website right now. Amazon, it's going to take them some time. But if you want to get that first round, if you order the first round of books, I think it's before, May 15th? You're going to get some coasters. I'm going to personalize it. I'm going to throw in one of those new Be Positive pins and some stickers. You're going to get all that good stuff if you order the book for the pre-order, which is only through May 15th, which is 5 more days, right? Order your copies now, and they're ready to go. You'll get it very soon. This month, let's put it that way. And everybody who has already pre-ordered, thank you very much. I am so excited. I'm so happy that you have enough faith in me to order another book. After you read the first one, you're like, shit, you're going to get another one? So that really means a lot. I appreciate that so much. And while you're getting the book, grab something else from the store. You can get shirts and hats and cups and I don't know what else is in there, all kind of stuff. Anyway, all right. If you want to talk to me, if you want to send me a text and let me know how you're doing, I'd love to hear how you're doing, because that's the whole point of this podcast, is to help you enjoy your life. So you can text me at 304-506-3332, 24/7, 365. You can text me anytime, and chances are I'm going to be awake and I'm going to answer it. If I don't answer it and you catch me while I'm asleep, it's going to be a rare moment, because I don't sleep a whole lot. So 304-506-3332. I want to hear from you and find out how you're doing. And if this show has actually helped you, let me know. Go to the website, bepositivepodcast.com. Click on the merchandise. Do all the stuff through the site, blah, blah, blah. You know that. The first book is available on Amazon, The Positive Perspective. And I'm done promoting. I am done promoting, even though I have to do this to keep the show going, because, it's not like I get paid for this. So everything that you purchase from the show, the books, the shirts, the mugs, the keychains, the coasters, whatever it is, the magnets, stickers, you buy that stuff, that helps me keep this thing going, because it's getting expensive. But anyway, all right, what the hell am I going to talk about? Well, you know what? I am going to talk about a topic that came to me today during work. I was at work, and I was just like, I made a mistake, and it was pointed out by so many people. People just lay in wait to point out your mistake. You know how that goes? So this show is called Pointing Out What You Did Right. Pointing out what you did right. Now, you know what? Who does that? Well, I do. And apparently I'm a freak. But yeah, have you ever felt like, okay, I've done so much. I've been working or doing something. It doesn't even have to be with a job. Just doing something for so long, and feeling that you're nailing it and you're owning it, and then only to make one slight little mistake and have that be the thing that is pointed out and highlighted from other people, that could really take the wind out of your sails. I get it. Because you work so hard to perfect whatever it is that you're doing and to be the best that you are at your job or your relationship or your whatever it is that you're doing, and you're trying to do your best, and every time you think you're doing your best, you make one minute error, and that is what is spotlighted. And how screwed up is that? How screwed up is that what people choose to focus on is the one mistake you made out of the 5,000 things you did right. But it's human nature. I guess it is, because trying to feel superior as a human against someone else, the only way you could do it, one way you could do it is to point out their flaws. But if there's no flaws for a long period of time, there's nothing you can say until that one flaw comes and you jump on it and make it such a big deal, as opposed to, something that should be a minuscule part of your life becomes the focus because it is the one thing that a person did wrong. Now, I was relating this to my day job because I made a mistake. I didn't spell check something, and I made a mistake and wasted about $12 worth of material, which isn't much. But the fact that so many people chose to point it out to me, and I'm sure it wasn't vindictive. It's just the fact that that's what people focus on. They don't ever take the time to email you or call you or say, you know what, what you did there, that deal that you took care of, and the customer you brought in, or the thing that you handled, or the file that you fixed, whatever it is, that was really good. That really helped us out. Thanks a lot. Thank you. How often do you hear that? So it kind of comes back to, do you need that outward recognition? Because if you do, and you're in a job that's not appreciative, or you're around an environment that doesn't give you the attaboys, well, then you're not going to be happy. Even though you are doing the best you can, you'll never be happy because you're waiting for the attaboy. You're waiting for the approval. You're waiting for the outward energy to make it okay. That's never going to work. It's when you are one with yourself and you are okay with whoever you are, and you do the best that you can, and you lay your head down on the pillow at night and go, you know what? I did the best that I could. Even though you might have had a great day, might have had a shitty day, whatever it is, but just knowing that you did the best that you could is all you can do. So, on the other side of this whole pointing out what you did right, which no one does ever, and when you do point out something that someone does right, you go, oh, that was really cool. What a great design. That was great that you thought of that. And you say that. It changes the whole energy of the conversation. So if you're in a meeting or a board meeting or whatever, you're having a meeting with your employees, give them a chance to tell you what they did right, instead of focusing on what they did wrong. Because everyone's going to make mistakes. We're not robots. Nobody's robots. But pointing out, if you put it on a scale, here's the way I look at it. If you decide to put this whole thing on a scale, if you weigh the impact of pointing out what someone did wrong, as opposed to praising them for the the things they did right, where do you think that employee's vibe, that their whole, what do you think they're going to be, where their head's going to be at for the company? Instead of saying, oh, you did this wrong, it's like, oh, you did this right. We know you did this wrong, but these are the things that you did right are also noticed and appreciated. So if you're in the real world, don't ever expect that. Because you're not going to get that. And the only way you're going to feel appreciated and feel like you're doing the best that you can is if you do it for you. If you be the best person that you can be, if you can follow through with the things that you want to do, the kind of person you want to be. Who gives a shit what other people think? It doesn't matter in the end, does it? They're not going with you. When you're taking your last breath, the only soul or consciousness involved in that last breath is yours. So everything outside of your consciousness is basically irrelevant unless you choose to make it relevant. Think about that shit. Everything outside of your consciousness, everything outside of you is irrelevant unless you choose to make it relevant. So if there's something that's happy, or some kind of a situation that's a positive thing, and you choose to make it relevant in your life and you bring it in, then that by choice is something that you decided to experience and bring into your life, and it's your choice. On the same token, if you choose to bring in the negative or the abuse or the lack of respect or something, the things, the personalities or energies that don't really align with who you are, to make it simple, I mean, this person or that's in your life is screwed up, and it's detrimental to your positivity, to your growth. So it's time to get out of that. It's time to point out something that you're about to do that's right. Maybe you made a mistake in a relationship, and a job, and decisions that you made over the past your life, over the course of your life. We've all made decisions, and if you regret them, they never get resolved. When you own them and go, "Yep, I fucked up," very simply, and you own it, and you go, "Yep, that part of my life was." I don't want to answer for it, but I do own it, and I moved on from it. But it's the past. And when you start thinking about how people focus on everything that you do wrong, very few people go, "You know what you did there was really good." How often have you heard that? How often have you heard, "Wow, that was a great job. That whole presentation you put together was great. The whole idea of this, in this meeting that we're having, and the ideas that you brought up, and the marketing plan was fantastic. I can't believe you did that. I'm really appreciative. That was really good. I really appreciate that." Wouldn't that be nice if that's what you heard in your meetings, in your one-on-ones with your boss, or the people that control your salary? Great job. I appreciate that, and your ideas are very important to us. Doesn't happen a lot. If you've got a job, like I do, that listens to its employees, I'm very lucky. Pointing out what you did right is a huge thing. And when you accomplish a goal to where you say, "You know what, I've got an idea," and you follow through with it, it becomes reality. Whether it's a design, whether it's a plan, whether it's a concept, whether it's a material thing, whatever it is, when you come out with it and you design it and you bring it together, and you bring all the parties that are involved together to make everyone happy, and that you did right. You worked with everybody and you made it happen. So that in itself needs to be the gratification and the fuel for your positivity, because when you start expecting recognition or gratitude or acknowledgement from the outside world, then you start performing for the outside world, and you're not doing it for yourself. So you do it for yourself. You don't give a shit what anybody else says. And you're like, "Yeah, I nailed that." And that right there gives you the strength and the positivity, I use that word a lot, to actually do whatever the hell you want, to be the person you want to be, because you don't have to answer to anyone. In this physical world, You never have to answer to anyone. Unless, of course, you break the law, then you got to go to court. But besides that, yeah, you don't have to answer to anyone but yourself. So when you get upset because people aren't pointing out the things you did right, think about the times you pointed out what other people did wrong. We've all done it. It's a two-way street. It's a revolving door. But I try to not ever highlight what someone did wrong, unless it's necessary, of course. But I'm the kind of person that's always an up person and trying to say, you know, I'm the first guy to say hi in the office. I'm the first guy to text someone who I haven't talked to for 3 months. I'm the first guy to call somebody, leave a message because I haven't talked to you for a half a year. I'm that guy who's sharing that positivity, and it's appreciated, but it's not reciprocated. And I got to take that back. There's one friend that I've had for, 25, 30 years. His name is Adam Cole. And he's been part of the family. A guitar player. Incredible guitar player. If you look him up on the internet, Adam Cole. And he's always checked up on my family, checked up on me, called me out when I was being stupid. I mean, we're talking 20, 30 years of friend. Got to be 30 years now. Incredible guitar player. And I have a lot of musician friends, a lot of followers, a lot of people that are supposedly part of my inner circle. And this is the one motherfucker that calls me 4 or 5 times a year. Out of the blue. He's driving to a gig. He's on the way home from work. He's skiing, going hiking. He just feels that vibe and said, I'm going to call Nat. And he calls me and we talk for 20 minutes. Check up. How you doing? How you doing? Blah, blah, blah. The whole thing. It's great to check in. I'll talk to you soon. Boom. Gone. And you know how meaningful that is? It's huge. It is so huge. So when you decide that you're going to take the time to like be part of someone else's life, it is so easy to pick up the phone and point out, call them, and give them the positive of what they're doing right, what they've done to make you want to call them. Why are you thinking about that person? Because we're all right now, you're thinking about somebody that you should call and say, hey, what's up? And you haven't talked to for a while, right? Right? You gotta be. I mean, at this point doing the show, I've got 3 people right now that I could phone a friend. Yeah, I'm sure you gotta have one. All right? That you just want to call and say, hey, what's up? Boom, whatever. And connect for maybe 30 seconds, 2 minutes, whatever. That person, but you never call. And they don't call you. Right? You got to take the first step. Take charge and call that person. All right? I dare you. Adam, he wins. He calls me, so. But I do that shit all the time. And hopefully this will help you to actually be one with the universe. I'm just kidding. Who's pointing out what you did right, what you did wrong? It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. It matters what you think and who you are and how your life is. And if you are not happy, then you're wasting your time. So anyway, that's the show. Don't forget about the new book, Awaken Your Positivity. You can't get it on Amazon yet, but you can get it through my website. The first pre-released set that you're going to get personalized, along with throw some coasters and stickers, and you're going to get one of the pins. I'm going to throw in a pin too, I guess. My wife said it'd be a good idea. Toss in the pins. So you're going to get all kind of stuff when you order the new book, Awaken Your Positivity. There's a link in the description. Got to order it before the 15th of May to get this deal. But I'm really excited about it. It's really cool. I can't believe another book is in the works. And you know what? I ran out of space in this book, so I've already started my 3rd one. So You let me know how this one goes, and if you want a third one, I will do it. But awaken your positivity. Click the link in the description. Grab your copy now, your pre-release with the special signing and all that good stuff. That's all I got to say. I'm out of words. Can you imagine that? I know people who are listening go, wow, you're finally out of words? Good God, shut up. My name is Nat. This has been the Be Positive, Stay Positive podcast. I think we can all do a little bit better. I'll talk to you later.